perimenopause, usually one of the biggest preceptors is missed periods or irregular. Why is activity important? Well, again, when your energy levels go down, you want to make sure that you've worked on cardio health or respiratory health, because that's going to be affected. Cardio, which is cardiac related or heart health. Cardiovascular disease is huge for women. Take the time to understand your body from now. What are the signs? What are the symptoms?
Hello everyone, you are watching Here's to Health. I am your host, Anne Wong. Is it hot in here or is it just my hormones? If you're between 35 and 55 and then suddenly don't recognize your own body, you're not going crazy. You're likely in the menopausal transition. Anthony's laughing. Today we're decoding both perimenopause, the wild roller coaster before, and menopause, the official milestone, with science-backed ways to thrive. And my co-host Anthony Pereira is here because smart men understand that this transition has to be taken in well. So welcome back, Anthony.
Hi, Anne.
I can hear you giggling. I
am. You want to know why? It's because I actually feel good inside. And the reason why I feel good inside is because being able to share this information is going to be such a great thing. We're going to take this into into a hey.
I want to see that happen on camera. Okay, so perimenopause, which is, if you guys don't know, 5 to 10 years before menopause. Hormones start fluctuating wildly. There are symptoms that are often mistaken for stress, and rightfully so. It does feel a little bit stressful. And then menopause, 12 months without a period, and your ovaries are retiring from egg production, but symptoms don't magically stop. And that's the funniest portion. Postmenopause, or the new normal, why do we call it new normal? We have to change that. Body settles into a new hormonal baseline. So, here's what no one tells you. 75% of women get symptoms disruptive enough to impact their work, relationships, and mental health. Yet, most doctors, they seem like they're not really trained for this, Anthony. So I wanted to ask you, before we go any deeper, what's one perimenopause symptom you think would actually surprise people? Because we don't know until it's happening, and we don't even know that it is a symptom of perimenopause.
Woman, beautiful, ever performing, wonderful woman.
I have the curtsy.
Okay? That's what I want you to feel. It's just understanding what makes you guys so wonderful. It's just another phase that you guys have to go through that gives you your superpowers.
And it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end. That's the thing. We have to change the narrative.
We got to basically change that narrative. But why do people have such a negative connotation towards menopause? Well, I think a few different things. Number one is, of course, lack of awareness. It's such a pivotal and it's such a crucial point in your lives, but yet there's not enough information or education leading up to, hey, guess what? We all know that you're basically going to go through your period. All know that when you're going to be a mother. But this also is going to happen. And just like we described in other situations and circumstances, it's a storm. But guess what? Certain rain showers are beautiful as long as you are prepared. Another thing, diet. People have no idea how much their diet impacts the changes and the states that you guys go through, because diet, nutrition is fuel. It's fuel for the body, not only for energy, but it's also to maintain balance or homeostasis. And of course, we're talking about balance and homeostasis for the hormones. And then number two, something that people do not focus on, activity. Motion is so very critical, not just for this particular new phase, but for every phase that basically you go through. We are beings, we are motion, we are atoms. You ever see atoms? Hope you guys paid attention in science, but they're ever moving.
It looks chaotic, yes.
Right? We're ever moving. And that's how we thrive as individuals. So the first thing is basically, that's the reason why it is such a quote unquote a negative thing. But again, what I want you guys to look at is now you go, the first major change, of course, is going through puberty, getting yourselves ready for womanhood, and being able to do that wonderful thing that women do, is repopulate the world. And then afterwards, it's like, okay, I'm switching jobs. I've done what it is I've done. Now it's time for me to enjoy the rest of my life. Imagine that. Wait a minute. No more periods. Oh, bobbity ba. Right? Alyssa, I know you're watching. But again, you're concluding into a new phase. But up until that phase, there's going to be a little bit bumps. But how do we temper those bumps? How do we get through those particular storms? By armoring you or protecting you with as many things as possible. Tools.
We need that armor because
tools.
I learned that there's over 100 symptoms that women experience during perimenopause until menopause, and that is just mind-blowing and deeply, I don't want to be negative, but it is disruptive.
Right. So let's talk about that. Perimenopause, usually one of the biggest preceptors is missed periods or irregular. And I'm not talking about one or two, everybody goes through that, but all of a sudden it becomes more and more frequent. Then it's associated by different particular signs of, symptomology. So whether or not it is signs or symptoms. That's why it is that we have to teach our daughters, our young girls, be aware of your body. Don't just ignore things. Something's happening? I don't know. No. Ask yourself, why is this happening? It's your body. That is going to be the most important physical relationship that you will ever have. So when you're going through something, why are you doing that? Why are you having the headaches? How much water did you drink today? Did you get enough sleep? Are you stressed out? Ask yourself, find out why. All of a sudden, well, over the summer, I was good, and all of a sudden I just put on 20 pounds. It wasn't magical. It wasn't magical. Something that you were doing or not doing contributed to that, and you need to be aware of what's going on inside of your body. All these small cues that you are taking from the time that you're a child into teenage years, into womanhood, are preparing you for that stage. By that stage, you should know your body extremely well. So what does that mean? All of a sudden, you're getting headaches for no reason. All of a sudden, you start to feel these, whoa, I'm just getting irregularly bloated. All of a sudden, I don't know what's going on. Why do I feel so tired? Insomnia. Oh, that's another huge one. All of a sudden, libido starts to decrease. All of a sudden, why am I so hot? Okay, these things are happening because your hormones are much like, musical instruments. And your endocrine system is the conductor trying to make sure that these musical instruments are playing in harmony or together in symphony. Look for consistency. It's the same thing with the missed periods. Journal, track everything. If all of a sudden you start noticing commonalities, that's when it's time to basically, hey doc, you know what? As opposed to, doc, how generally most people walk into the doctor's office? Hey doc, there's something wrong, fix me. Hey doc, there's something wrong, can I get a medication? Hey doc, there's something wrong. No, go in. Hey doc, you know what I noticed? In January, March, April, May, I missed my periods. I also started noticing that, I've not been able to sleep, I've been getting the same rest. I started taking, magnesium to basically help me sleep a little bit better. I stopped using my phone before, but whatever it is I do, I can't do it, and it's been consistent. The more information that you offer practitioners, the more information that they can basically give back to you.
Translate it properly.
Exactly.
So you can understand.
It's about awareness. Nobody will ever know your body better than you.